It was a late Friday evening when my phone buzzed. I was still at the office, wrapping up some reports, when I saw her name light up my screen, Emily. At first, I thought it was just a check-in, maybe a reminder to pick up milk on the way home. But when I answered, her voice wasn't calm, wasn't playful, it was trembling. "David, please. You need to come home right now." Something in her tone made my stomach drop. She sounded cornered, desperate. But before I could ask what was wrong, the line went dead. I stared at my phone, redialing, but all I got was silence. A knot of unease twisted in my chest as I grabbed my keys and bolted out of the office. The drive home felt endless. My mind raced. Was she hurt? Did someone break in? Why had she sounded so scared? I sped through the streets, heart pounding, and as I turned onto our block, my worst fears collided with reality. Red and blue lights flashed across the neighborhood. Sirens wailed in the distance but cut out as I pulled up. Police cars lined my driveway. Neighbors stood on their porches, whispering, pointing. My house, our house, looked like a crime scene. I slammed the car door and ran toward the officers. "What happened? Where's my wife?" One of them held out a hand, stopping me. "Sir, step back. This is an active investigation." "My wife, Emily. She called me." "Where is she?" I demanded. The officer's eyes narrowed as he glanced at his notes. "You're David Carter?" "Yes." He exchanged a look with another cop, then said carefully, "Your wife has been taken into custody." The words hit me like a punch. "Custody? What are you talking about?" "She's the one who called me, she needed help." But before I could process, another officer walked past carrying evidence bags. Inside them, wads of cash, jewelry, and a laptop I didn't recognize. Confusion swirled in my head. I finally caught sight of Emily. She was sitting in the back of a squad car, hands cuffed behind her back, her face pale under the flashing lights. When our eyes met, she looked away, shame burning in her expression. "What the hell is going on?" I shouted, rushing closer. The officer blocking me spoke in a firm tone. "Mr. Carter, your wife was caught attempting to flee. She's been under surveillance for weeks as part of a fraud investigation. Tonight, we executed a warrant." Fraud. My legs nearly gave out. I turned to Emily, hoping for denial, explanation, something. "Emily, tell me this isn't true." Her lips trembled, but no words came. Tears spilled down her cheeks as the officers guided her deeper into the car. I stood frozen, my world unraveling with every second. "Sir, we'll need you to come down to the station for questioning," one of the detectives said. The crowd of neighbors grew larger, their whispers cutting into me like knives. All this time, I had thought we were just an ordinary couple. But now? Now I was standing in the wreckage of lies I hadn't even known existed. At the station, the truth came out in fragments. Emily had been living a double life. Behind the warm dinners and weekend smiles, she had been running a scheme, embezzling from her company, funneling money through fake accounts. The urgent call she made to me wasn't a plea for safety, it was desperation. The walls were closing in on her, and I was the last number she dialed. Hours passed like minutes. When I was finally allowed to see her, she looked smaller, fragile, nothing like the confident woman I thought I knew. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered. "It started small, just a few transfers. I thought I could pay it back. But then it grew, and I couldn't stop. Tonight they were coming for me. I didn't know who else to call." Her words shattered me. For years, I had trusted her, loved her, believed in her. And now, sitting across from her in that cold interrogation room, I realized that trust had been built on lies. "Emily," I said, my voice breaking, "you didn't just ruin yourself. You ruined us. You ruined everything." Her eyes filled with tears, but I couldn't feel sympathy, not anymore. Because the sirens, the flashing lights, the humiliation in front of the neighbors, those weren't accidents. They were consequences of choices she had made over and over again. By dawn, when they finally let me leave, I returned to the house alone. The flashing lights were gone, the neighbors back inside, but the emptiness remained. The bed was cold. Her perfume lingered faintly in the air, a cruel reminder. One urgent call from my wife had sent me racing home. But what I found wasn't a wife in need of rescue. It was betrayal wrapped in flashing sirens, lies exposed under the harsh glare of police lights. And I knew life would never be the same again.